The number of kids and teens detained in Massachusetts has decreased since the state started treating arrested 17-year-olds as juveniles rather than adults. A new report from the Sentencing Project points out that prior to raising the age of criminal responsibility, it was expected to increase juvenile caseloads and overwhelm capacity in youth detention centers. But Sana Fadl, with Citizens for Juvenile Justice, notes that after a temporary increase in court caseloads, the numbers have gone down. She says one reason is that the juvenile system has more of a focus on rehabilitation and what she calls positive youth development.
If you help young people mature, you are much more likely to have them desist from crime and reoffending and actually having more positive outcomes. They need education, they need connection to family, they need skill sets, they need civic engagement and connection to society.
Since 2016, 3 years after the Raise the Age law passed, the number of detained youths in the Commonwealth has gone down more than 60%, and detention for 17-year-olds decreased by nearly 30%. Fadl says a next step could be to raise the age even further. Fadl says despite the progress, there are still stark racial disparities.
We have our Black and Latino children are much more likely to get deeper and deeper into the system than their white peers for similar behavior. And as the system shrinks, as the number of young people in the system shrinks, we see greater disparities.
Marcy Mistrett with the Sentencing Project authored the report. She says advocates in several states are working to raise the age of criminal responsibility even higher than 18. In Vermont, for instance, it is 19. Research has shown young people's brains are still developing until roughly age 25.
With those emerging adults, we need to understand that young people are still very impulsive, they're still growing, they're still maturing, and they should get some of these protections extended to them.
The report notes that Georgia, Texas, and Wisconsin are the only remaining states to automatically treat 17-year-olds as adults when they're arrested. It also recommends states and municipalities invest in community-based services rather than incarceration. For Commonwealth News Service, I'm Lily Bolke.